Hi, my name's Steve Phillips, and I'm the ministry leader of Celebrate Recovery here at Restoration Church. But I haven't always been. 9 years ago, I was an atheist alcoholic, and I'd argue with you and tell you that God didn't exist just so that I could go ahead to my next drink, chase that next girl, hang out, play rock music with my friends. It's all I cared about. It hadn't always been that way. I grew up in church. I went every Sunday with my grandparents. I was an altar boy. I went to Catholic school. I knew all about God. I was the last person who should have been saying that he didn't exist. Certainly shouldn't have been acting that way. Maybe you know somebody like that. Maybe you know somebody who is struggling right now with admitting how powerful God actually is. Maybe you're struggling with that. Maybe you're struggling with admitting that he has power over your own bad habit, over your own overeating, overindulgence in the internet. Maybe it's alcohol, maybe it's drugs, whatever it is. Maybe you're struggling right now with something that you're putting in the place of the Lord in your life. Well, God has something to say about that. Now, anyone who's ever been to church as a kid knows who Jonah is. And we could argue over whether it was a great fish or a great whale, but we know something swallowed him up. He was going the wrong way, and something at just the right time swallowed him up. And during that time, he made a decision to go to God and to be sorrowful, not thinking that he was going to get out of it, knowing he didn't deserve to get out of it. He went to God with a contrite, sorrowful heart. Now, God didn't need him to be sorry, but Jonah needed to be sorry. And an amazing thing happened when Jonah became sorry. It says in Jonah chapter 3, verse 1, some of the greatest words in all the Bible. It says that the word of the Lord came to Jonah for a second time. The word of the Lord came to Jonah for a second time. Those are exciting words. If you are now in any part of your life where I was then, the word of the Lord will come to you a second time. And all Jonah did was take a step toward him in the direction God was already calling him to go. Now, it didn't stop there for Jonah. He went on to take the next step and the next step. And as he heard God louder, he took more steps till he walked into the middle of a city and led a whole nation back to God. I don't know what he'll do with your life. I hardly know what he's doing with mine. But I know if you and I continue to take those steps for God, he will continue to bless us. He will continue to call us to the next one, and people will continue to come to know him. Right now, you may be watching these videos every day and think, I'm not sharing this on my page. I don't want my friends to know I've been watching this. Maybe God's calling you to take that step. Maybe he's calling you to call up a parent or a sister or a coworker and make that apology or offer that forgiveness. I don't know, but you already do. And God's calling you right now to do those things. Heavenly Father, I thank you for who you are. And I thank you that the word comes to sinners like me a second time, Father. And I pray for anyone who's watching this, that they'll feel that right now. They'll feel that urge that will call them to take that step towards you, Father. And they will feel and hear that word for a second time. I love y'all. Have a great day.